Back, still in the middle of Notia, where we left off. Now we're going to head out and do this double dealing quest, which is the main story quest. We can not hand in that one yet. Well, we could, but we're not going to bother. So we'll head off to this main story. Get right into it. No reason to dawdle. Okay, so can't wait until we get a mount, but it's not going to be for some time. It'll certainly make travel a lot faster. Okay. Through this bridge. Fond memories of this bridge. It's one of the areas you start fishing. And at some point we will be fishing here again. Whether I do that on the screen, I'm not sure. Because I will be doing it mostly during queues and stuff, dungeon queues. Not that they're massive, but yeah. And if we get to a point where we're waiting for stuff to spawn, I might fish, but it might not be on screen kind of thing. Alright, Severin, what have you got for us? Bloody hills. I'm up the straight without a paddle. Oh, I gotta down him, that's right. So just /down for emotes. You can go to the emote menu as well. What's this now? Stelwyn sent you for the oranges? Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody adventure types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Over yonder, there. Oh no, there. Bonfire. Because there are goblins over there as well. Elmer, Emerus, Hughes, and Zoran. Alright, so Zoblin, Goblin, Mugger. Zoblin. Alright, let's get over that. Whoop. His mate's gonna throw him a bomb too. Whoop. Not that it matters, but we want our meal benefits. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Dodo. Cooked dodo. Of course. Aylmer? I owe you one. Would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Severin sent you? Ha! The way he flew out of here, I was sure he just sold us down the river. Right, let's go talk to Severin. Mossless Gooboos. You saved me, mate, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I've only given you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Ossine and send him my regards. Oh, forgot. Let's do a minion roulette for shits and giggles. Alright, what do we get? We got the minion of light. Specifically the fighter dude. Oh, this way. The minion of light is 3 different 3 different minions. I actually prefer, if I'm honest, I actually prefer the mage, or whatever that is. Not the mage, I'm assuming that's a cleric or something. I don't know why, just do. I've seen. What have you here? Delivery from Summerford Farms. And as scheduled. Ha! There's the first time for everything. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Stalwyn's payment in full with you. I can't trust it'll reach him. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Sorry, I was gonna say. Why can't you trust us? Right, now back all the way up. Yes. So, as you can see, there's a Limsa over there. And recently, I thought it was the only, that and Thanolin were the only ones you could see from out here, but not that you would want to. I mean, look at those melted textures. But recently realized that you can actually see the Gridania as well, which is the foresty starting location. It's just that I'd never looked up, basically. So I'd never gone, oh look at that, there's Gridania, kind of thing. But yeah, very nice. Yeah, so these travel times will thankfully get shorter once we get a chocobo. Well, once we get a mount. We've already got mounts, per se. I mean, we've already got some chocobos that we can use. But, yeah. We need to get to, I think it's about level 20, that you get the capability to get your mount from. You basically have to choose your grand company, which will more than likely be Maelstrom for this character, considering we started in Maelstrom, started in Limsa, and I just like Maelstrom. But yeah, once you get that, you have the capability to pick up a mount. You have to use their currency to get it though, so that'll take a little bit of effort, but you know, it's not that big a deal. Stalwyn, back in one piece, that's a relief. How did you fare, Severus? Here's your money. And you'll notice not a coin missing. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed that I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favour of those god-forsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around the 2-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Alright, so, we want... Ooh, do we want that, or do we want Gil? What do we have? We have the Bronze War Axe. It's just because I think we get this axe from the level 10 quest, and it's straight up given. So I might want just to get bronze pieces or something. Alright, I'll go bronze pieces because I'm pretty sure you get an axe from them. And if you don't, well, shit, I'm out of luck. Alright, Gurukant. Gurukant seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of his newly ploughed fields. Blast, at this rate the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam, just a bit could send our stalks soaring. I'll bet Rotwinder knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Okay. Yay! And as I probably already said, you can't die from fall damage unless you're in combat. If you've got aggro from an enemy, so if I attacked this tiny Mandragora, we were in combat, I jumped off a high height, dead. Because the damage counts. And I kind of like that system because it allows you to be a lot more efficient with travel. Rottweiler? Wider. I don't know. The Gerson's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. They're those big elephant-like things, without trunks. Once you've 3 Brussels worth, take the black loam to Prévol, I don't know, at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Alright, so I know exactly where we're going. Basically, this is like a ring of rock, and there are some smaller aurochs in there, or whatever they're called. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but yeah. And they're basically like big behemoth kind of things. Well, not behemoths, because behemoths are actually a thing in this game. They're like big buffalo, kind of, not even buffalo, they're elephants, but elephants without a trunk. You'll see in this very second. Bang. Now these are small. In Costa del Sol, which is eastern Lenosha, they're a lot bigger. And there's also a Fate that spawns here, and I'm pretty sure those ones in the Fate are a lot bigger too. We're killing these because they're part of the hunt, so I might as well just grab them while we're here, kind of thing. And I kind of like the hunt in that regard, because you're generally, if you keep up with it, you're generally not going to be in a situation where you've got to go out of your way, generally. Because the hunt kind of modifies itself, really. So for the first 2, you're more focused on stuff that'll be in Lenosha and that sort of thing. And we leveled up, nice, level 12. And then as you go on, it mixes in the areas that you can attack stuff. So it kind of works with you, but I think at the speed at which we're leveling, it's not going to be as efficient. But you know, that doesn't matter. Also, you get like a ring that would have been good in like Realm Reborn days, but you quickly outgrow it with Heaven's Word and Stormblood being a thing. So this way, there's a quest there as well, out to dry. I might grab that while we're just here. Not that we need the extra XP, but it's still nice to have. And while we're like in this area, bugger. Yeah, we'll just do it. Go down quickly. So where are they? I have committed to the wrong thing. Oh, there's the megalo crabs. I might go get those, but the killer wasp. No, the killer wasp thing isn't hostile, so I can go get that. A Scarlett operator is looking for someone to assist with their megalo crab woes. Oh, maybe. For the love of Lemon Lin, not again. Oh, that's the navigator, the goddess, the navigator, or whatever. I think it's goddess. The leather's ripped to bloody shreds. No, there's naught awry with me breeches, you cheeky sod. No, there's not awry with my breeches, you cheeky sod. It's a megalo crabs. They've been at the balloon envelopes I left out to dry. They've been at the balloon envelope. Oh my god, I can't read today. It's the megalo crabs. They've been at the balloon envelopes I left out to dry on the rocks. Those hellspawn snippers think they've found a squid or something and set to a nibbling. Less balloons in the air means less cargo getting lifted, and that don't sit too well with me. You're looking for a quick job? How about you crack a few shells before you head off on your way? If you could put down 5 or so of the buggers, that ought to do for now. Yeah, that works. So you need to kill them for the hunting log, so win-win. Yep, kill the wisp. These things have an ability called Final Sting. It's basically kills them, and if it hits, you're of a certain level, I think, it kills you as well. Okay, it's one down. Boss. Okay. Oh. Keep going. I thought the auto attack was going to hit, but it didn't go on. Alright, next up. We're going to have to get some old marmot stank, I think. We won't run out in any of these episodes, but for the most part, we will in a couple of episodes. Alright, so that's the hunting log done. Now we just need 2 more for the quest. Overpower a lot of the wasp as well, no point. Because it's 130 to all rather than, 160 or 210, so. Alright, that's that done. Cool. So, let's head back. And this in, we got one thing left, which is the grounded raider. And I know exactly where they are. And they're on the way back, I think. So I might go take them. You take care of them, snippers? Good. Bloody riddance. Nice work there, Les. Still, it won't be long before a new crew of crabs comes sliding in to claim that territory. And our loads just getting heavier. What with all the rebuilding going on. If I don't want to be buried under a mountain of crates, I best think of a more lasting solution to them snipper problem. That snipper problem. So we want this strength and dexterity belt. Yep, because it also gives us vitality. Eye shards. They're not gonna be of use, but we can maybe sell them. High level crafters generally have a way to get them, but the mid level crafters may not, especially if they don't have any gathering classes. I know not a lot of crafters, I don't think, go without the gathering classes, but there are some that just want to do a crafting class or two and don't bother with the gathering. So the last things on the hunting log are actually up here. This way. There they are. They're in there, I'm pretty sure. So it'll be nice to finish up the log. So the grounded pirate, yeah, there, the grounded raider is what we need. see if we can get his attention without getting anyone else's attention. Bugger, we got 2 attention. That's alright. You just want to move back a bit. I'm gonna pop this, pop that. Bugger. Alright, we're doing fine. Bugger, wait until I get a bloody stun. What level is that stun? Ooh, I can get that stun. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it here, solely because that's where it is on every other character that I've got. Though I'll actually forget that it's there, so we'll just chuck it on 2. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get both of these tickets. Hey, 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 hey! Come here! There we go. Perfect. Break eye contact. I can do that too, buddy. I'm gonna stun him. Go back to attacking this one. Isolate the damage. Nice. Even less damage. He just used a berserk. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, there we go. Difficulty rank unlocked. We almost got a level. Yep, so it just means difficulty rank means that we get another set of things to hunt. But these are generally going to be a lot harder, obviously. I mean, the Monster Gobbler is at least level 12 kind of thing, so... Alright, so we're going to talk to this guy. So what I just did there is the auto aim thing, and it's something that I started doing with gathering. So you just aim at the node or the person you want to talk to, hit numpad 5 for default on PC, and then you run to them, and you basically stop as soon as you get to them, kind of thing. So it's really good for, you know, just letting it run and not having to hold the keyboard or anything like that. Even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. We need some stuff, or whatever. But a bit of black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't forget, don't tell me Gherkint and Rothvinder neglected to mention where the black loam comes from. Well, you surely figured it out. It's Mjolnir, isn't it? Figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from Oryx's lair, of all places. That's one way to say it. Well, why dwell on who misled whom? Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the Black Loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. So, I'm considering the leather mitts, but the leather mitts look stupid. They look like oven mitts. So I actually might grab the money and then buy new gloves. We leveled up. Nice. So we got low blow at 12. Our next one is Tomahawk, but we actually have to do the level 15 quest to get that. And that's basically just a ranged attack. We don't get our first vitality trait for a while. Alright. So let's equip that. There was nothing in that slot, I don't think. Alright, so we're looking good. We'll have to visit a Mender at some point soon. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, Preval. Preval? I can't say his name. So we're gonna get some pants from this. Needs stolen farm tools recovered. Okay. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tilling, only killing. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They bite in the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself, if I hadn't sworn to Stalwyn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools to make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. Okay. Alright, so we'll quickly get this done. Yep, see? That Monster Scoboo is level 17. There are some that are level 12, which are further that way, I think. Oh, we've got a bugger. Yep, bugger. That's all I can say. We don't want to attack too many, so we'll pick and run. This sort of situation is why it's ideal to have like a form of range attack. We just got to crush our enemies, which I think is simply to kill X amount. Yeah, defeat 100 enemies. And 30 quests, project completion. Nice. So, yeah, I had a feeling that would happen, so I'll grab both of them. I don't need both of them, but it's XP is XP. Are you? Here you go. He can stun a lot more often than I can. Alright, what's that? Alright, now we can return these tools. Yep, so the instance where we've got a Muscles Gobu or a high level enemy is a hunting log. Those were the instances that I won't just deal with it as I come across it. I'll have to hunt it later. Preval. I wonder what those sea dogs are trying to steal when there's no harvest. And they'll find something, I'm sure. Good to see those tools back and in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Spied him meeting the pirates in secrets, I did. I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work. But when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he crossed the line. That's where he crossed the line, not with the goblins that stole your mates, shipmates, or I guess they're shipmates. Stalwin ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? Yeah, we already know. He's already tried to sell people. What the hell? Oh wow, it's a hunt. Yeah, so this is a very big enemy. He's level 50, yep. And all these high level, I assume? Yep, level 70. All these high level people fight it. They shout. They use the shout chat to say, we're going to fight this thing. They go fight him, they get allied seals and I can't remember what the other thing is. Centurio seals. As well as seals for your Grand Company. Though there's not a lot of them, so they're having some problems. But yeah, and this is what's called a rank S, I believe. Rank S or a rank A, I can't remember. There's rank S, rank A, and rank B. Rank B are the passive ones you might see around that are high level. Rank S and rank A are hostile, but I don't know the difference between rank S and rank A. I think it's just a matter of rank S is harder to spawn. But yeah, so they'll fight him. Hopefully they'll win. You know, they're level 70, so they've got 20 levels on him, roughly. Yeah, this is rather cool. And that's eventually something you'll be able to do. If they're a good group, they'll generally shout chat. But there are some people that are complete dicks and they just go for it. They don't inform people, yo, we're attacking this thing. Because once it goes down generally, especially with like rank S and rank A stuff, people have to go around and fulfill some kind of condition to respawn it, and that might be a matter of not being able to do it for 24 hours or something. So it's a real dick move to attack this. Oh look, summoner Bahamut. Yeah, so high level summoner is able to summon Bahamut, which is the first dragon. I mean, it's not really Bahamut, obviously. Bahamut's a lot bigger than that, but it's a smaller version of him. He's not around for very long, but yeah. So there, they won. Nice. Yes, that is hunting. Centurio seals have their own gear attached to them. They also have They've also got augments. You can I remember having to buy augments from Centurio seals to augment other gear. You can also buy so if you look, I don't know if I'll have it. Let's have a look. Mount speed. So mount speed is just obviously the speed at which your mount can go in these areas. There's 2 stars. The first star gets from quests, and the second star you buy with Centurio seals and other stuff. But yeah, so those are hunts. Some people set up link shells, which are kind of like a group chat in game, to say, you know, we're going to hunt this thing at this area, or this thing has appeared at this area. And then the better hunt people, they will generally go to each city state and this area in general, and just shout and say, yo, we're hunting this thing, come along, kind of thing, and then everyone parties up. It's actually kind of cool. Anyway, back to reality. Staelwyn. Well, not reality, but you know. Pirates making off without tools. Did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Alright, so we will get these keks. Eye drops. And that's actually where we're going to leave it. I will continue next episode. We will grab this quest and continue on. We might even get to a point where we can hand in Bull's errand. So with that, see you next episode.